I want to play what the Prime Minister said. Now, to give him a little bit of leeway, he was on the other side of the country in Western Australia when he was asked to respond to what happened today. But I think what I'm about to play you was an inadequate, and that's being polite, response from the PM. Have a look.
Well, anti-Semitism is something that has been around for a long period of time, of course. But anti-Semitism has been on the rise. We call it out wherever we see it.
Well, anti-Semitism hasn't been around for a long time in Australia. Isn't that the point?
Well, we've never seen anti-Semitism of the sort we've seen in the last year, Steve. That's the point. And the Prime Minister's been in charge for the last year. And he's been too equivocal about calling it out. And he's been too equivocal about taking every necessary measure to protect law-abiding Australians here. Jewish people just want to get on with their lives. They want to be able to go to their synagogues, to send their children to school. They want to be able to go to the Jewish Museum. They want to be able to observe the festivals. They want to visit their parents and grandparents in Jewish aged care facilities and not have to think twice about their security in doing so. No other group in this country is facing the security challenges that the Jewish community is facing at this time. Those security challenges have only grown since the 7th of October. And the great tragedy of what we've seen the government doing in abandoning the Jewish community is we know that the hate that starts with Jews never ends with Jews. And so what we're seeing today could easily be applied to Christians, to Hindus, to Muslims, to Buddhists, and to people of no faith. We need in this country, Steve, to be a country where everyone is entitled to the protection of the law if they work hard and they abide by the law. What we have seen in the last 12 months is everyone else is entitled to the protection of the law except the Jewish community. And the Jewish community has been warning the government about this, and this government has been sitting on their hands. This government has lost the moral authority to continue to govern. It saddens me as a federal member of parliament that I am saying this. I want our community, the Jewish community, to have bipartisan support. I want Israel to have the bipartisan support that it had all through the Hawke and Keating years, even under Julia Gillard. But this government has abandoned the Jewish community. It has abandoned the Jewish state. And I think other Australians need to ask themselves, who else are they willing to sell out?
Julian, great words. Just finally, what would your message be to Jewish Australians that might be watching us on Sky tonight?
Tonight is Shabbos. I want to encourage Jewish Australians to stand tall, to light the candles and bring the light and hope into the world that we do so well. To know that fundamentally Australia remains the good country that it has always been. That while we lack the leadership that we deserve in this country today, that there are millions of Australians who are standing with us, millions of Australians that I interact with in my electorate, people like the Australians I interact with in my electorate, who find this a shameful episode in our history and who want an Australia where all of us are free to live, where all of us are free to practice and worship our God in the manner in which we do, in a peaceful way, and to contribute to a country that we love and have served right since the very beginning.